and welcome to our lecture. I'm so happy that you all are joining me in the evening. Are you happy? Anybody's happy? Who's happy? No one's happy.
Yeah, we all happy. We're all happy to have an 8 o'clock
Oh,
lecture.
sorry. I'm happy too. This afternoon I had a staff meeting, and because this is a servicing subject, they did not include me in terms of working out who's free and who is busy. So they thought the entire IS department staff was free at 2 o'clock. Meantime, the servicing subjects, which is what I'm doing, I was busy, but I did not want to move my time in terms of me being the only one, and I had to be there. It was a staff meeting, it was the first one for the semester, so thank you for understanding. Okay, so what I did today, I actually went and created channels inside our MS Teams class. So if you look at our MS Teams, this is what I've done. Someone, Mr. Naya, just tell me if you can see. It says Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3. Give me a thumbs up, or not that I can see that, but hello, can you see this, Mr. Maniram, Mr. Naya, Mr. Hadebe?
Yeah, I
Oh,
actually came
great.
across
Great.
folders just before the lecture can start on our Teams. I'll see these
Oh,
folders.
yes, right. Okay, great. In Teams, they call this channels. It's like our folders, right? So what I've done is the course introduction. If you go to the files, I have a file upload inside course introduction. It doesn't appear to look at it now, but it should be there. All right, I'll need to upload that. If I look at Unit 2, you'll find the ZAM bikes case study, which Ms. Jagannath, I think a week later or so, she went and looked at it, but I hope at least she understands the business process there. If you click on the files folder, you will have the ZAM bikes case study exercises, the ZAM bikes introduction, and their business processes. If I look at Unit 3, under the Files tab, you will find Enterprise Systems Knowledge. The Unit 3, the ES Knowledge for Business Reader. Oh, that was done about an hour ago. Let's look at Unit 4. Unit 4, under the SAP Navigation, which I started with you, the Fundamentals for S4HANA Navigation Workshop. Now, the reason I jumped into the practical was so that you have an idea of using the S4HANA Fiori Launchpad, because I don't want this to become a course that's only theory. It's like me teaching you how to drive a car, and I don't ever introduce you to the car with the steering wheel and the brakes and the accelerator. So I jumped into the S4HANA SAP navigation. Unit 5 is what I shared with you today on the WhatsApp group, the procure to pay. So we went and we did a little bit of the practical work, and we looked at the Zambikes example, and well, basically, I took you through a practical exercise. So again, if I'm using my analogy of the motor car, I took you for a drive around town using the procure to pay as an example. Unit 6 refers to accounting concepts. You'll find it under the Files tab. It's the PowerPoint slides in a PDF format, and it's the accounting concepts. I'm going to go through this very briefly, just so that you have an idea of how it applies to SAP ERP S4HANA Fiori Launchpad system, right? Let's look at sales ordering. That's under Unit 7. Again, I put down the notes under the Files tab. Now, each unit will have the theory, the PowerPoint slides, and the workshop, which is the practical example of how you need to do it in the S/4HANA system, right? And the last unit is the inventory management system, right? Or the inventory management app. And there, again, under files is where you're going to find your notes. Now, let me tell you about a development I heard of today. Apparently, we may be allowed to have assessments towards the end of November, beginning of December. So I'm considering having one face-to-face assessment end of November, beginning of December. What do you think about that? Anybody? Mr. Kamalo, Mr. Jagannath, gives me a thumbs up.
No, sir, I don't think that's a great suggestion.
Mr. Nice is a good suggestion. Mr. Kamalo, was that you?
Mr. Mashipa, rather.
Mr. Mashipa, yes, what do you think about that?
I don't think that's a great suggestion, sir. Although it makes sense to meet up and do some practicals on campus, considering the fact that not all of us are vaccinated, and COVID is still there, it's alive. You know, just considering those things, those elements along those lines, because apparently we are going to the fourth wave. I really don't. I really think it's a great idea, but I don't support it. I don't fully see it. I don't. I think
Okay.
it's great when everyone is vaccinated and we know that we are clear. Although yes, it's a great suggestion, but yeah.
Why aren't you vaccinated, Mr. Mashipa? May I ask?
I am vaccinated. I'm on Pfizer. I'm going for my second jab, and I think
Oh,
the 8th
excellent.
of October, I'm going for my second jab. I'm just saying that not all of us are vaccinated, and COVID
Yes.
is still there. It's just still
Yes.
some are still scared. Like me, I'm still scared. I'm always indoors because I'm scared of COVID. I don't go out that much, but yeah.
Okay. No, no, I hear you. I hear you. Like I said, it's a suggestion. I heard that's what they spoke of at the meeting today. But I don't know. We're just going to play it by ear. It's September. We've got a month, October, and well, basically 2 months. Let's see how it goes with the vaccination. But please encourage all your family and friends to get the vaccination. I'm following the news and I'm watching CNN. In America, the people that are getting sick are the ones that are unvaccinated. And I think it's happening in South Africa as well. Those people that are contracting the disease are the ones that are not vaccinated. I took the vaccine. I had the double dose, right? 2 doses. My wife was lucky when she went to the hospital. They were giving the single dose, the Pfizer, and yeah, so she had it. My daughter took the vaccine. Well, my son, he's too young, but he hasn't. So in our home, 75% of the population is vaccinated. 3 out of 4 people, huh? Right. So I was fine. I just had a headache the day of the vaccine, and but that was because maybe I was working on SAP S/4HANA notes, but that wasn't so bad.
You know, sir, I think I'm sorry to go out of this
No, no,
topic. I
go
think
ahead, man.
also I think also the government or the healthcare people who are actually in charge of this vaccine needs to educate everyone about this vaccine, because not everyone has full education about like not everyone has any education about this. We just do some research. How about people who don't have access to the internet and all that? They don't have any information about the vaccine. So some still have that idea that if they get the vaccine, they'll get sick, and you understand. We need to educate those people as well. So yeah, education is really important when it comes to such things that you're going to put in your body and all that, because some people are just scared.
Yes, yes. No, I hear you loud and clear. Believe it or not, there have been rumors that a microchip is being transmitted in the vaccine and to go into your body and bloodstream. Don't ask me how they're going to perfect that. And there were other rumors that if you have the vaccine, you'll become, you won't be able to have children. These are weird conspiracy theories. But I just felt as a someone who wants to get back to normal, who wants to have face-to-face lectures, wants to be in social settings. I said the only way I can do that is if I'm vaccinated. And I thought about it when I was a 5-6-year-old. I think they gave us measles vaccines, and I know we took the kids for vaccines. So there may be a very small, slim probability that there could be some adverse effects. Nothing is for sure. But I think the benefits outweigh the negativity. And yeah, so please encourage your friends, your family, and we want to get back to some sense of normality. I don't think this COVID is going to leave us soon. It's going to become like the common cold, I think. So yeah. Okay, Mr. Mashipa, is that okay? You tell me a little bit more. Talk a little bit more. Thank you for the introduction. I missed this.
No, sir. I think we should just go on schoolwork.
Okay.
I think it's good.
Right. Great. So let's look at our scheme of work. Scheme of work means basically what I plan to do over the semester. Now, the semester is 3 months long. It's September, October, November. There's 4 weeks in September, 4 in October, 4 in November. There's basically 12 weeks. Well, a semester is about 15 weeks, right? Give or take a holiday, give or take 1 week for an exam or a test week or something like that. So the way I set out my course is that for the first week in September, I considered this an orientation. If you remember, we did that. In the second week, which was around about the 6th of September, you must remember we have lectures twice a week, Monday and a Wednesday. You could think of me covering Unit 1 or Unit 0. In the following week, you'll recall that I started you off by allocating you usernames and passwords, the ZMB001, 002, and a password. And I immediately got you into logging into the S4HANA application. Then we went to navigate S4HANA, and I introduced you to the Zambytes case study. Today, I can go on to navigating in the S4HANA environment, but I think I've covered this. Now, I need to create a scheme of work because in today's staff meeting, they want to know what are you going to do and how are you going to do it over the next couple of weeks, because they said just in case anything should happen to us, someone else looking at our work needs to be able to take over from wherever we have left off. So if someone has to take over from my notes, they can say, hey, you're going to go into Unit 3, which is the ERP concepts, which I basically covered in the first semester, but we'll go over some work in that respect. Now, in October, I'm looking at the scheme of work. If you look at the General tab, I put it down out here in October, we should cover Unit 4, Unit 5, Unit 6, and right. So I'm going to just break it up into Unit 3, Unit 4, and in November, I'm looking at. Oops, shouldn't have done that. Let's go back here. So in November, I'll look at going over Units 5, 6, 7, and 8. Right now, it should go faster because if you cover Unit 1 or Unit 2, the Zambytes case study, this is a 20-minute video. You can watch that on your own and you can pick up what's going on there, right? Unit 3, which is the enterprise systems knowledge, which we have done in the first semester. So if I look at the notes under Unit 3, and you should be able to recall me talking about what's an enterprise system. Oh, it's taking too long to open up. I realize I should open it up in Adobe Reader. Right, so let's look at that, right? Let's look at that. So some of the concepts, what's an ERP? What's this material resource, MRP, ERP, master data, business processes, reporting data. Okay, now that I heard the word business and master data, I quickly want to take you through to our accounting and auditing faculty handbook. Mr. Mashifa, can you see the faculty handbook, which is page 39? It says Information Technology 5A, Information Technology 5B.
Yes, sir, I can see that.
Great, great. So this is what I'm supposed to cover with you in terms of the curriculum. And can you see it says master data elements, organizational structure, processes, ERP, cost accounting, enterprise asset management. So I am in effect covering all these concepts using a case study example. And the case study that I'm talking about is the Zambikes example. So you can go and read all of this. What is an ERP system? An enterprise system is referred to software for business management. And in our case, the SAP S/4HANA uses applications in order for us to access the business processes. ERP, Configurable Information Systems Package, integrates processes across the functional areas in an organization. And the ERP system that we're going to be using as an example is SAP. SAP ERP is an example of an ERP system. And under SAP, you can call it the version that we are talking about is S/4HANA. Again, you can read all of this. We covered some of this in the first semester. Some of the modules, which is not what we're going to be covering, is the product lifecycle management, the customer relationship management, the supply chain management, supply relationship management, right? It's all covered out there. Continue reading, because this is where I'm going to be taking some of the questions for an assessment that I'll need to conduct with you. Right? In the ASIFA curriculum, we are teaching enterprise systems using the S/4HANA system, where core modules are given 2-letter codes. We are going to be talking about the controlling module and the financial accounting module. Under logistics, we'll be talking about materials management, sales, and distribution. I think we started this in terms of the practical aspect. ERP implementations and the 4 ERP data types, the requirements data, the design phase, the build, the deploy, operate. All of this is the theory, the theoretical knowledge that you need to acquire in order for you to do the practical work. Now, like I said, if I was teaching you how to drive, this is the theory. I'm talking about all the theory that goes with the road signs, with the speed limit. For example, I'll say on the freeway, you need to drive at 120 kilometers maximum. Or in a residential area, the theory is 60. But if I actually put you in a car and I drive around, then you'll get to see the practical aspect. So this is the theory that I'm talking about. And the practical work would be where we actually log into the S/4HANA. Let's log into S/4HANA and see what happens, right? So now I'm going to be taking you on a journey to find out what and how it is. So let's log in. My password is ZMB000. That's my username, sorry. And my client is 444. I'm going to log on. And what we spoke about in terms of the, let's see if I can keep both open. So there's the practical aspect that I'm talking about. And here's my, oopsie, I'm trying to keep both open. And there's the practical aspect. So where they talk about, I have something called, let's look for something that's financial accounting or accounting. Let's look for accounting. Let's look for accounting. It's loading. Loading. Oh, it's taking some time. But all these applications, materials management, you should see something out here. You should see sales and sales and distribution. All right, let's look for materials management. MATERIALS. Sales management. Let's click on the magnifying glass. And this module should appear. It should appear. Oh, there's it in accounting controlling. Okay, you can see the controlling. Oh my, I'm not sure what's up with my network, but Mr. Mashipa, just tell me yes, you can see that I'm. Oh man, it's my network. It's not anything else. Mr. Mashipa, would you try it out?
Definitely a network. Definitely a
Yeah.
network, sir.
But you get where I'm leading to, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, will you try it out with when you log in?
I'll definitely do so, sir.
Great. So at least you get to see the theory and you see the practical components that make up the course. All right, enterprise system. Let's go on. Let's make that. I'm not going to waste my time. I'm going to try it out with another network, right? Maybe on Wednesday. Let's see, financial accounting. Let's see if I can. Let's try it one more time. I'd like for you all to see that what I'm teaching you in terms of the theory, financial accounting. Let's see if I can find a module like that says the financial accounting. Yay, it looks good. It's looking good. It's looking good. Looking good. So there's financial. Oh no. Oh no. Mr. Mashipa, it's my network. It's not me. Oh, there we go. There we go. Let's see. Can I see purchase order? Can I see display material? But it should be here, right? It should be here. Whatever's the theory is what I'll find on my in the practical work, right? Okay, so let's look at the words, the next one. They talk about a company code. A company represents an independent accounting unit. Countries require companies to prepare financial statements. The company code is a 4-character code such as ZM00 for the Zambics company. So we use ZM, mine is 000. Someone would have ZM050. I think that's Mr. Maniram. And Mr. Mbele was 0 something. So that's our company code. You can read all of that. There's this word master data. Master data is data that is shared across systems and business processes and is used repeatedly by and may be affected by several business processes. This is something that you need to acquire in terms of an understanding of the terms in our S4HANA application, right? I did the example with Mr. Maniram. I think it was last week, Monday. Mr. Maniram, do you recall we were doing some practical work?
Yes, sir.
Oh, good, good. So I'm not lying, right? Let's look at the, now this was the old version. Remember in our first semester when I did the demonstration, it looked something like that. In our example, it doesn't look like that. SAP programming, you can go read on that, read up on the SAP business cases, hardware and software costs, read. What are the benefits of an ERP system? We did this in the first semester. We spoke about it improves business processes, it integrates with other modules in the business. You can read up on all of this. We covered this in PowerPoint in our first semester. And one of the reasons you have to study that is because it's part of the curriculum. And I say so. And I'm the boss in this class. Haha. Mr. Nai, you're supposed to give me a reaction, a laugh. That was a joke on the boss. And when I say goes. Okay. Right. You can go on and read. Right. Now, I noticed there are a number of references and further reading. Because y'all are research students, postgrad students, I'm considering dividing the number of readings. You'll notice there's 17 readings out here. I'd like to consider it, there's 30 of you. I'll allocate 2 per journal article, and I'd like y'all to extract the important points in each article. What are the conclusions? What are the research questions? What will be the findings? What was the method used to, the methodology, so that this will also encompass your practical work that you would have done in the journal article and research methodology. All right. What do you think about that? Mr. Mashipa? I'm sorry I keep on talking to you because I know your mic is working, your network is fine.
No, sir. I'm listening. For you to divide that, I think that also would help us with reducing a lot of work on our side.
Yes, yes. So, and it'll force you all to read an article, right? And how to find the article is.
Yes,
The first assessment was an easy jam. What do you think? That's so simple. What is your username? How do you log in? And what are the apps here, right? I'm going to start marking that tomorrow because I'm now stopping. It's closed. No more late assessments, right? So we'll talk about that. I'll Oh no, I'm back again. Am I back again? Hello,
yes,
I lost
sir.
for a few seconds there. Right. So what we're going to now do is I'm going to I didn't want to go the whole hour with you. I'm going to pause. I'm going to stop, and I'd like it if you could please go over Unit 3 from our team. Right. So under Team Unit 3, you will do the reader. Then you can also go through this PDF document. Okay. And inside this, it's only 6 pages. You will read that. And it talks about materials requirements planning, MRP, manufacturing resource planning, enterprise resource planning. Oh, there's a question. Which ERPs have you used, and can you think of how they have evolved over time? Give me an example of an ERP. I've also done this for you. created little videos. I've recorded the videos and I've taken the recordings from the CFA website and I've uploaded it to your WhatsApp group, and I will also upload it to each individual channel in your MS Teams. And then you can read the aspect of organizational data, what's master data, what's transactional data. Here, there's the question. What is master data? So master data, you've done that in the notes under unit 3. So is that should be under unit 3, right? And there we go. Right, so please read the 2 PDF documents. Once you complete that, we'll do some practical work on Wednesday. Hopefully, I'll see you guys at 2, and I'll see you guys at 8. I like this 8 o'clock. At least Mr. Maniram joins us. Ha 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 ha. Mr.
Yes,
Maniram?
sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Thanks.
And just note, Mr. Maniram, if you don't come, I know who your mom is and I know where she works.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. So go through the point about ERP, the advantages. There's let's make it a little bigger. You can read all of that, read about the costs involved in ERP systems. Why do they would they want to have an ERP? Hardware costs, implementation costs. This is work that we covered very briefly in semester 1. All right. One of the reasons for this is you want to improve productivity at work. Which of the following software costs can be incurred? You can read that. What are the benefits of an enterprise system? Why would you want to study an enterprise system? And don't give me the answer that because I said so and because I'm the boss. Oh man. I was just like my wife, y'all don't ever get my jokes. Hello, why would you want to study? What are the benefits of an enterprise system? Enterprise system. Don't say that it's because I said so. Yeah. Never mind. Right? Business ERP benefits. What are the benefits? Read on all of this. All right. Oh, Pick and Pay, I can see. Hey. Pick and Pay, quick facts, retail example. Why SAP was selected for Pick and Pay. Wow, look at that. Pick and Pay is using SAP. It supports processes for meeting key business requirements, reliability, a trusted implementation partner. If anyone doesn't know better, you'll think that I'm trying to promote SAP as an ERP system for. Okay, right, go ahead. This looks familiar. Mr. Maniram, Ms. Jagannath, remember I made a joke? Oh, man.
Yes, sir.
What was the joke?
It was get a break, sir.
Yeah.
It was a supplier. Get a break.
Get a break, have a break. BREAK. You saw the
Yes.
play on the word. Now, wasn't that funny?
Yes, sir.
Don't you think I have a sense of humor?
Definitely, sir. Definitely.
Don't lie. I don't have a sense of humor. Get a break, have a break. You're just trying to be nice to me, Mr. Mandela.
No, sir.
Oh, man.
We have a good.
Nice to me. Get a break. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. Man, I don't see you laughing. I don't see your faces. I don't know what you are looking like. I'm trying to make you laugh and I'm trying to be funny and I'm trying to have a sense of humor, but I guess I better stick with lecturing. Oh man, that was supposed to be a joke too. Oh, somebody posted in the chat there. What's that? What did they say? Maybe they said that I'm funny. Oh no, it's not me. No. Let's go back. Oh my goodness, look at the amount of recordings. Right. Okay, so I'll pause at this point, and hopefully I created some sense of even. Can you please share this on YouTube after the class? I can't hear anything from my side. I'm sure that it's due to network issues. Oh yes, no problem. I will do that. You know, I put it on YouTube, but you must like it. Okay, make sure that you like this. All right, so class, I'm going to stop at this point. So what I covered was Unit 3. I'd like you all to go through that. You are postgrad students. You are not level 1 students. I'm not going to read every single line for you. I'd like it if you could go through that. And I'd also like it if you, I know Mr. Mashipa said he's going to do that. If you can log into log in with your username. Mine is ZMB000. I think Mr. Maniram is ZMB050. Log into that and try out the applications. Try it out. Look for the materials management. Look for accounting procedures. Okay, just so that you get a feel for what we are doing. It's not something far-fetched. I want y'all to have the practical experience. I would so much like it if y'all were sitting in a lab, you're trying it out, I'm giving you the work, but unfortunately, this is the best I can do under the circumstances. Okay. It's about 40 minutes now. I know we spent about 2 or 3 minutes talking about the vaccine, but I'll stop at this point. Any questions? Anyone with a question for me? Yep, anybody? Question? Great to see you, Mr. Kumalo. Great to see you, Mr. Hadebe. Hey, I like your profile photo, sunglasses. All right, anybody with a question, raise your hand. Anyone? Going once, going twice, no questions? Okay, I promise I'm going to upload this to YouTube and I'll post it in our WhatsApp group. All right, so let me stop the recording. Oh, let me do our goodbye. Let's do the goodbye. Let's do our goodbye. Goodbye. Bye, everybody. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye, sir. Bye.
Bye, Mr. Mashipa. Goodbye, Mr. Thank you for the smile and the laugh, Mr. Hadebe. At least I made you smile and I made you laugh for the evening. I'll see you on Wednesday at 2 and at 8 o'clock for Mr. Maniram. All right, by then, hopefully you would have went through Unit 3 and you would have done a little bit of practical work as well. Good night, everybody.